My name is Chandralekha Chaudhary, and I head the HR function at Ujjivan Small Finance Bank. Our focus is financial services for the underserved and unserved population of India. Ujjivan has a little more than 17,000 employees, and we are spread across 24 states with over 575 branches across the country, including smaller towns. So Ujjivan is actually a very well diversified organization, and we have employees spread across the nation. We are also an organization which has been ranking in the Great Place to Work consistently over the last 10 years, which is actually a testament to our constant effort to improve the employee experience. Post our conversion and increase of digitization across the bank, there was a need felt to further improve the employee experience, reduce redundancies, and remove paper processes in the human resources function. Considering Ujjivan being a highly diversified organization, we needed an HRMS which was flexible and customizable and also ready to evolve and grow with the organizational needs. So therefore, after a very comprehensive due diligence, we decided to partner with Darwinbox in the year 2020. At Ujjivan, when it came to transformation in HR through digitization, we basically had three pillars that we wanted to look at. So number one was definitely the employee experience part, the automation of processes to free up the bandwidth lost in transactional tasks, and also ensuring continuous evolution and growth of the systems with integrations and other such developments. We needed a platform that would deliver on all these fronts and that is easy to use, both from the HR point of view or HR team and also from the employees. And and also have tools which will make the entire process more seamless and more effective. Darwinbox checked all the all the boxes that we were looking at. Finding the right talent and scaling quickly with efficient recruiting and onboarding journey was an ask from the organization. The scale had to be reached, and from the recruitment or hiring to onboarding of the employee, that went through a lot of, there was a lot of manual work involved, and we wanted to make it less redundant and definitely 100% paperless. So our recruitment process is something that has been digitized end to end with workflows, and it's resulted in significant increase in recruiter productivity as it has freed up their bandwidth from the manual activity, and it has actually freed up time for our operational team as well, the HR operations team, who is usually very involved in manual onboarding and creation of employee ID and all of that. One of the main goals was to ensure that the candidates being hired went through an experience where cumbersome paperwork did not bog them down, while also ensuring that the recruiter's experience and efficiency is also enhanced, like I said. So at the beginning of the journey, our focus area for the recruitment system was candidate experience, employee experience, and the recruiter experience. We wanted to improve all these three at the same time. Darwinbox has been able to achieve most of the same through the recruitment workflows, integration with the hiring portals, and also with our career webpage, and also seamless data flow from the recruitment module to the employee core module has really saved up a lot of manual time, activity, and also paperwork. We are also working with them now to get more AI involved in the process with the introduction of stack ranking features. The other one is definitely the talent onboarding. Talent integration is one of the most difficult challenges in the BFSI space today. Ensuring that a talent is hired, is onboarded well, and then that talent starts to deliver within a certain timeline is a definitive goal. With Darwinbox, we have been able to get a solution in this area. We have been able to curate an onboarding journey that's pre-onboarding, 7 days before joining, 7 days after joining, and then configurable check-ins at 30, 60, and 90 days is something that we have been able to do it through a configurable, custom workflow. The journey for the frontline staff and the senior staff in the organization has been put in the system where alerts are sent to the supervisors and the employees at particular milestones to ensure that the successful onboarding of that particular talent is done. I think customer workflows was something that we all were very excited with, because this was a feature that we hadn't really seen with any other HRMS provider. And we knew that the chances or the possibilities of doing things with this particular feature was immense, and this has proved to be exactly that. One of the features that is doing absolutely a great job at addressing all the pillars that we were looking at while hiring an HRMS was automating our work processes through the custom workflows. It's extremely versatile and gives us a great deal of agility. And most importantly, it is not only HR processes that we are able to digitize through the custom workflows. Today, we are working with various different businesses also to ensure that different business challenges or workflows are being configured in the system. So one thing that we started with was the employee campaigns regarding welfare fund survey. We have something called a welfare fund where every month employees contribute certain amount in creation of the welfare fund. So this particular campaign was customized through the custom workflow or configured through the custom workflow. We have our staff loan applications, whether it is a vehicle loan or a housing loan or a personal loan. So the entire staff loan process has also been put in through the custom workflow process, wherein the supervisors approve the loans and then it comes to HR and then the processing, all of that happens through the system, and the staff is able to track their application through this custom workflow field. Induction workflows, supervisory customer work visits, and other processes specific to Ujjivan are now being automated and deployed through the workflows. In the last 1.5 years, we have created about 12 workflows for our employees, 9 of which are custom workflows. And we are working with businesses and functions on creating workflows for business related problems as well. Since the entire 17,000 plus employees sit on the HRMS, so it's very easy to create workflows and trigger actions that we want the employees to take from time to time. And of course, there are backend reports for tracking and monitoring as well. So this is a feature that has really, really helped us in customizing the entire employee campaigns and HR service management as well. While we were looking at HRMS was of course that how easy to use it is. And one thing that we kept telling ourselves when we were looking for the perfect HRMS for us was that HR efforts or supervisory efforts should not go in asking employees to adopt it. It should be as easy as a plug and play, like maybe a Facebook or Instagram. So it should be that easy to use and that intuitive. And Darwinbox is very easy to use. It's got a very intuitive UI. And especially in a company of 17,000 plus, the success of the platform definitely comes down to adoption. And the easier it is to use as well, the value that it provides determines how well it is adopted. Darwinbox team was instrumental in the first instance to take us through the modules and show us how things worked, and also, basically plan the entire adoption strategy for the bank. We have today 98% plus mobile application adoption, as the entire attendance and regularization happens through the mobile application. And like I said, it's a plug and play. It's fairly easy to use. We do not have to give bulky trainings on this. It's as good as download and use. So as an example, the first time we did our appraisal cycle on Darwinbox, it took us almost 2 months for everyone to complete the cycle on the system. But this year, when we are doing it for the second time, within a month, we are seeing more than 90% of the entire eligible population of 17,000 plus having completed their self-appraisal. And almost 80% have completed all stages. So we expect a much faster closure this year for performance appraisal. The next platform, I think, has been very, very intuitive and easy to use is the Vibe platform, which is the employee communication wall. And that has also become an essential employee communication strategy for us. We have 80% of our entire 17,000 population is basically field or frontline staff. So the platform needs to be as intuitive, like I said, maybe like a Facebook or something like an internal wall of communication, where people right from the leadership team to the branch managers can put up content and communication pieces, and the frontline workers can see it and comment on it. Today, the system is essentially DIY, for our team. We can do organization restructuring, we can identify the impact of a change in designation, we can create positions for recruitment, we can change those positions, and there is no intervention of the Darwinbox team required once the configuration is set up. So, when it comes to continuous improvements and customer support, most HRMSs are not able to meet the expectations. I think this is where we see Darwinbox having achieved significant success. Their customer success and support team is one of the best, and we have been able to see evolution of HRMS through regular interactions and meetings and asks of the ever-changing people systems. Darwinbox has ensured that with actioning on regular client asks and suggestions, they have created a robust HRMS platform in a very short period of time. We see that they also have a roadmap for some very innovative solutions in the future, and that excites us to partner with them in the long run. The landscape of people management, as we all know, is ever changing one, and with a with a flexible system and support team like Darwinbox, we are quite confident that we will be able to deliver on our promise as a great place to work consistently.